Trucker Israel. Alright, I'm down here in Patterson, in between, we're parked next to a trailer on the side of the street. See, this is what you got to deal with when you're coming down these side streets down here. You see all this? This is what you got to deal with. Now let me show you where I just had to back into it. It wasn't hard. But like I said, if you're a new driver and you're coming out of Jersey for the first time, it could be kind of intimidating. Plus, if you are a new driver, you should have a pretty good GPS. Don't rely on the GPS that's in the truck, 'cause that's just crap. Get your own GPS. Save up like one paycheck, get one paycheck. Spend like $250 to $300 on a good Rand McNally. Don't you disregard the GPS in your truck. There's plenty of apps that you can get on your cell phone that you can get GPSs on. When you're going down to Jersey and you're going down to New York City, try to refrain from using the GPS in your truck. I prefer, and most drivers out here prefer that you will have your own GPS. Get some, if you're a new driver, get something that's like a 5-inch GPS. It's not that expensive, and it only costs about, like I said, $250 to $300, and it'll last you a good 2 years before you start seeing wear and tear on it. That's how I started out with my GPS. You see, this is where I had to back into. Now you see, it's not that bad at all. It's not that difficult. You see, you got a truck right here parked in the middle of the street. So I guess he's waiting to make his turn down here. But you know, it's Jersey. Some things you can get away with and some things you can't. But yeah, let me show you where I had to back into. Like, this is Freeze Pack right here. You got the normal docks. 10-bay dock. I had the back in the door 4. Right there. Now it's not that, it wasn't that difficult to back into. It just, you had to set up straight, you had to set the truck up right. Which, if you've been driving truck for a while, you have your rhythm on how you're gonna set up. If you're a new driver coming in and you're just not getting off your trainer's truck, you might have a couple of complications in getting your setup right when you're in your truck. It's pretty easy when you down the road and you backed up a couple of times. But the way I got in here in the door 4 is I had to avoid the pole. And I had to avoid that pole right there with the caution thing is at. Now, this is what you kind of consider as industrial and residential at the same time, because you got apartments and you got houses and stuff around the area. So you got to be pretty safe when it comes to coming into like the inner cities and stuff like that. But when you have experience driving in tight situations and stuff like that, you kind of know what to look for and what to avoid and how to make turns. Like when you're making turns down in New York City and Jersey, you got to make your turns wide, and you got to be able to want to control the road. You can't come down to Jersey and New York and act like everything is all nice and hunky-dory, because they would try to take advantage of you if you're in a big truck. So you gotta be pushy. If you don't, they're gonna eat you up like a snake. So you gotta come down here and you gotta be the boss. You know what I mean? You gotta be the boss. You can't let them push you around. But at the same time, you gotta be safe about it. You gotta let them know that you about your business. You about making that delivery. And once you get on that even playing ground with them, they'll work with you. Like even driving down the 80 and driving down 95 into New York City, you gotta maintain your bossiness, or they will try to take advantage of you. You gotta let them know, like, hey, I'm here, I'm in this lane, and you gotta give me my space. You gotta let them know that, or they'll try to take advantage of you. So that's just some advice from me to any new driver out there that's just coming into the industry. I got more videos to come, so